Well, Yossi Mekelberg is Associate Fellow of the Middle East and North Africa Programme at Chatham House. He says this attack by Hamas is unprecedented.
This is a major twist in this conflict. From an Israeli point of view, it's probably one of the darkest days. Talking about anything from now between 70 and 100 Israelis killed, many of them civilians, others hijacked, maybe moved even to Gaza. This is unprecedented by any scale of this conflict from an Israeli point of view. And of course, the Hamas will see it as a great success, militarily, but also psychologically. And the big question is what happens next, because it's not going to stop here. Israel will contain this situation. And as we know from the past, it always retaliated with massive response. And I think this will be probably worse than ever. So I think we all need to brace ourselves from some difficult days, if not weeks ahead.
And we know this has happened on the anniversary of a previous war, but that aside, why is this happening now?
Well, I think the timing has to do with more Hamas operational reasons. Also try to catch off guard, and they did it successfully in this sense on the Sabbath, and it's also a Jewish holiday today. So probably they assume that it would be easier to do that and catch Israel off guard. But there was also obviously political reasons, external forces that are involved. Iran, for instance, the prolonged conflict between the Israeli-Palestinians that is not resolved, try to break the deadlock, the fact that Gaza is blockaded. They also sense as a result of political events in Israel that Israel is in a weak point. They might got it, unfortunately, right and unprepared. And also the sense that the Palestinian issue has been reduced by the international community to second and third, or most fourth and fifth importance, or set of priorities. So all of this probably led them to this conclusion, I think wrongly, that by conducting such an operation, they will break the deadlock. Unfortunately, by killing civilians at this rate, at this level, it will lead for more bloodshed and will make a peace agreement, if one was on the way. I don't think so, but even more a remote possibility.
So what could this mean for the wider region and those, in some cases, new or developing relationships in place in the Middle East?
Well, the arguments of some of us that not resolving the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is always a destabilizing factor in the region. And as much as we welcome normalization, other development that make a lot of sense for all the countries, it has to be in tandem with also progress on the Palestinian issue, easing the condition in which Palestinians live, creating a new discourse in this conflict. And I think this was the Palestinian response to that. Now, I don't think it's going to serve the Palestinians in the sense, because it's already there in Israel, the most right-wing government in its history. It only will increase the demand to hit Gaza and hit it even harder. I'm not so sure if Israel will go after the leader of Hamas as a result. But it might actually will lead some in the Middle East to realize that there is no partner for peace. On the Palestinian side, decide actually to accelerate normalization with Israel. On the other hand, I still think for Israel the most important issue is to bring an end to the occupation, the blockade on Gaza, and try to find a way to live Palestinians peacefully, to find a way of coexistence. Sadly, today, this possibility looks really far down the line.